Red Hat Pirates here with the Zoro Sanji, aka the best deck / most underrated deck in One Piece history. This deck got absolutely slept on in OP08. It will still be at force at 8.5 as well. Before we go over the deck, let's watch this Yamato get absolutely buried and lose on our 6 Don turn. Okay, so here we see our ideal start with Buck and Weevil. So we get our Buck and Weevil combo out on our 2 Don turn. See what they do. They're going to swing into that. We're going to give them yeah, just some 2K, 1K combo. And then we're going to be able to swing 7. We'll go 7 here with Weevil, and then we'll swing 6 with Leader. That way we can use our Leader ability to bounce our Buckin back, and then get our Weevil back, restand him. And then we can swing 7 again and play out Buckin again into our other Weevil. That's absolutely nasty. He's on 1 life now, and yeah, he's in danger of losing this game this fast. We'll counter this. We'll probably give 0 cost. Yep, 0 cost and a 1K. And then he's swinging 7. We'll just give it 2K. Now he's got to deal with multiple 7s because we're going to swing 7. He's going to counter out of this, I would suppose. Yep, we'll swing 7 again. He's got the counter again. We're going to swing 7 on lead. Use ability. Send Buckin back. Restand Weevil. And now we're going to swing 9 to close out this game. And just like that, we win. Let's go over the deck. I removed my camera for this part, that way you guys can get a full view of the deck. So this is the leader. You may return one of your cost 2 or higher characters to the owner's hand, set up to one of your power 7,000 or less characters as active. It's very important because when you're adding your Don to your characters, you don't want to go past 7 because you want to restand. You can't restand him if you do. So if you have this Weevil out, you only attach the 1, you swing for 7, and when you restand him, you can attach more Don at that point. So we run 2 Hody. You can run more than this. This is just the number that I settled on because at 3 and 4, sometimes you see multiple in your hand, and typically you only need to see 1 in this deck because of how aggressive it is early. So I elected to go 2 here, and sometimes you won't even need it. It's just a nice option to have if you need to rest blockers. I threw a Zoro in this because it really helps against like a BY Luffy. This card just beats BY Luffy, and with him being so prominent in the 8 meta, this card is it's really nice, like for him specifically. It also can help you in some of those matchups against maybe a Bonnie or something where you need to climb really high and it dragged on a little longer. If you can get this card in play, this could be the one that can close it out for you. We run 3 carrots here. This is really good mid game. If for whatever reason you need to freeze a card, you need to stall out a little bit. Maybe you didn't see your Buckins or something along those lines, and you just need to stall this game out a little bit. The carrot is perfect for that, and it's something that your opponent has to deal with because if they don't, you're going to continue to be able to swing and freeze an opponent. We run the 3 cost Mihawk because this also allows us to cheat cards out. So on your initial turn, whether you're mulligan it or not, really depends on if you see this card or this card. You want to see one of these. This allows us to cheat out every single one of our Weevils because you can cheat out slash characters. This Weevil's a slash, this Weevil's a slash, this Weevil's a slash, and then you can't cheat out an additional Mihawk, but you can cheat out these as well. So if need be, you still have a character to cheat out. This one I really don't like to cheat out. He's there for more of the 2K. And then that leads us into Buckin. So this is what makes this deck so broken because you have a 2 cost. So on your 2 Don turn, you can use Buckin into Weevil, and you can get a 6K out already. Or if you didn't have that one, you get a 5K out already. That following turn on your 4 Don, you're now going to be able to swing 7, attach 1 to leader, pop Buckin back to hand, and then if you still have the 2 Don, which you will, you can then use this bucket again to pop out an additional Weevil. And the chances of you having Weevil in your hand are pretty large because you have 11 of them. You can technically run 12. We utilize Pudding in this. Pudding is this is just a great card to tech in. It works well against Nami, works well against BY Luffy, works well against Enel. It works really well into Purple Luffy. Like there's a lot. I mean, this deck doesn't struggle with Purple Luffy. It runs Purple Luffy over. but this is still, it's just nice tech. This deck utilizes the Jinbei as well. Jinbei again allows us to cheat out any of our Warlord stuff, and we're full of Warlord stuff. So all of our Weevils, typically you're going to use the Jinbei into a Weevil. And another nice combo you can do if you don't have a Buckin, something happened to your Buckin, or you just don't have one, you can. So if you have Jinbei and you have a Weevil, say you're in play, say you're on your 7-Don turn, that's what's on your board. For whatever reason, you only have Jinbei, Weevil on board, 7-Don. You can swing with Jinbei. You can add Don to him if you want at first. Well, you're on 7-Don, so I wouldn't personally add Don to him. I'd swing him as a 5. So you swing Jinbei as a 5. You add 1 Don to your Weevil, swing him as a 7. You're now on 6 Don, right? You can then add 2 Don to your leader, swing your leader as a 7, pop Jinbei back to your hand, restand your Weevil. You have 4 Don left. You swing him as a 7 again, and then you can also still replay out Jinbei into something else and get something on board. And then all your cards are standing again except for your 6k Weevil, meaning he has to swing higher. He has to commit Don if he's at 5k characters only. We use Sengoku. Sengoku's mainly here to find your Weevils or your Jinbei. Maybe you need a 2k, you can also grab those. This is mainly here just as a 2k. It's also got the slash trait. If you do have to play it out, you have that option. This card, this is another one of your Weevils, so you have multiple Weevil options like we showed. This one in particular just destroys Zoro. Absolutely destroys Zoro. So what you do against Zoro with this one is you can either swing 6 or 7, whatever your Don accounts for. If you're on your 4 Don turn, you're obviously only going to be able to swing 6 with this guy, right? If he's out. So you're swing 6 and then 6 with leader, and then obviously be able to restand him and pass your Buckin back. But when you swing 6 with this guy, you can swing 6 into a Zero character and bounce his other one back to his hand, right? And then when you restand him, you can rinse and repeat that same thing. You can swing 6 into leader or into another character and then bounce the other one back to hand. Effectively, you can clear Zero's entire board with just this card. This is here to get back our 2Ks if we need them, get back our Jinbei, get back our Weevils, whatever we really need that's in the trash. It can pretty much grab any of our Warlord stuff. This is a nice 2K to play off of Jinbei if you need to. It gives you some card draw, card mill, I should say, and it serves as a 2K. Our other Jinbei, this is a look at top 3 in your deck. You place them in any order, so it allows you to basically just see what the top 3 is and just move some cards up or back as you need, as you see fit. And you can place on the bottom too. So if you see 3 cards that you just dislike, you can just put them right to the bottom. You don't need them. Throw them to the bottom. This is our blocker. If for whatever reason you mulliganed, you didn't see this guy or this guy, and you seen this guy, that's still nice. You throw him out on your 2-Don turn if you need to. At least you can look at the top 3 of your deck, put them in any order. We run 0 cost because, hey, we got quite a bit of bricks. We got Buckins, we got Zoro, we got Hody. Typically, if you see more than one of these guys, you're 0 cost them because you only really want one, but you want that one so bad that you run 4. We run 2 Gravity Blades. We're going to see more Dofis moving forward and stuff like that. So you're really going to want Gravity Blades, especially for this 8.5 meta or even now in the 8 meta. We have Perfume Femur. This is our game closer. We cannot use it on our leader, but we run enough of the Warlords package that we can run Perfume Femur. Technically grants 2,000 power, so you have to think about that, because if you do it on this, you're not going to be able to restand him. So you want to do it to one of these if that's the play you're going for, is because you want it. Maybe you want to run Perfume Femur twice in one turn, and you can do it with this because you're able to restand. So you can go bam onto this. That makes him a 7. You're going to swing it 7 at first, swing out the rest of the cards. Maybe you want to do this one last, put Perfume Femur on it, swing it 7. You're going to restand it, and then you can attach the rest of your Don from that point, and it will still be another unblockable attack. Let's get into some games and see how this deck performs, and we're doing it on the ranked ladder. Alright, so here we got Purple Luffy. We see our Buck and Weevil. That is what we want to see. We'll swing 6. Then we're just going to play out Buckin and a Weevil. And then if he wants to swing, he at least has to swing into the 6K, and we'll give him some counter if that be. Unless he swings all of that. He swung all of that. We ain't giving him nothing. All right, he swings a leader anyways. That's good for us. We'll just trash that. We don't need it. Magellan, we'll minus a Don. We're not worried about it. We're going to ignore him. Now here we got another Weevil, so we're going to swing 7 with Weevil. And then 6 with leader, throw the bucking back, throw out the other Weevil off the bucking play after we swing 7. Yep, boom, boom. And we're just running him down. We are hurting him. He's in danger right here. He's in danger, and he should know he's in danger. Yep, and he does know he's in danger. So he's swinging 9K. We're probably going to give this one up because we know his next swing is only going to be 8K. Yeah. Yep. So he's swinging 8K. We'll just give him that and a 1K. That way we can keep our extra 2. Then we'll swing 7. Yep. 7. And then we can swing 6 on lead. Bounce the bucking back. Restand. And we can Jinbei into a Mihawk. Swing the 7 again. Jinbei into Mihawk. And now he's in absolutely panic mode. It's got to be in panic mode. 6K into that. We're not giving you that. Not on that weak swing. He's going to poly here. He'll throw my Jinbei. That's fine. He's going to swing 7 into that. We got to give, unfortunately. That's okay, though. Because we can still swing 7. Allows us to mill. We see a Weevil, and now we have the Weevil Bucking combo again, and we can restand Mihawk. So that worked out really well for us there. Otherwise, we would have probably Jinbei'd into something. Now we can swing 9 on lead. Restand. We could have swung 7 on lead and then 9 at the end, but it didn't really matter. He took an L. Now we're into Zoro. We see Sengoku at the beginning. We also see Bucking and Weevil. Here we'll probably just take the Gecko, I would assume. Yep. I don't think we had much of a choice. He plays out the Doctor, and then he leaves 1 up. And that's because he has the event. Come and play with us, or whatever it's called. Doesn't matter. We can play out the Bucking Weevil. We'll swing 1. We can pop the Bucking back to hand for next turn, and then we can just restand the Weevil so we know he can't even swing into him if he wanted to. And then, let's see, he did hit off the little 4, but that's fine. We're not really worried about that. We have another Bucking Weevil combo. We're setting pretty. And that other Weevil is the one that also gets rid of 3 costs. We're going to give him a 1K, and then he'll swing 6, and we'll give him a 2K. And now we have 2 possibilities. We can Jinbei into Gecko, or we can buck it into Weevil. And considering that is the Weevil that gets rid of 3 costs, that's what we're going to do. I think we were thinking about it, and then we realized that, oh hey, that's the Weevil that gets rid of 3 costs. We should definitely play that. Yep. And then that is going to be the play. So we'll swing, or we'll buck into that first, and then we'll swing 7 onto our Weevil. So we can swing 7 onto Weevil, we can swing 7 onto Leader, and then we can use Leader ability, bounce the Bucking back, restand the Weevil, and then swing 7 at life. Yep. And then the next play, we still have a Jinbei Gecko combo if we need be. Like, we have a Carrot play if we wanted to play it. And as long as we can keep our board healthy, we can start bouncing cards back, which that's the most important part. If we bounce his cards back, then he is done. And he messed up there. He should have added Don and just swung. Instead, he swung it as a 5. Like, he shouldn't even have played that one out. He should have played his Leader, because we're going to counter out of that all day. You are not killing that for free, because I can effectively get rid of, I can swing it twice and get rid of 2 cards. So we will start it off probably with the little 7K swing. Yep, and then we'll get rid of, we could have got rid of the blocker there. We hit that one. We should have probably got rid of the blocker, but it doesn't really matter. It'll be fine either way. We can do it. We can still get rid of the blocker off the restand. I believe right now we're debating on what exactly we want to do, and then we settle on let's swing 7. And now the thought right now is we swing 7 with this. We can use leader ability to bounce back our Weevil. Yeah, we'll swing 7 on our leader. We'll bounce back our Weevil so we can replay him to draw more cards because we have the bucket in hand. Yep. And we can finish off the rest of their cards on field. Yep, we'll get rid of all of them, even the searcher. He doesn't get nothing in play. So he's playing those into bears again. He used the KO, but in my opinion, he should have used the KO on that Weevil because I'm just going to counter. He hit the wrong Weevil in my opinion because we're going to 7, we're going to swing board, and we're going to pop that back to hand. And then we're going to swing 7 again. Actually, first we'll play that. We'll get back our Weevil. Then we'll swing 6. We'll bounce that back, restand that, and then we get to play out our Weevil again and get more card draw. After swinging 7 again. Yeah. Pretty dominant turn. So he's playing out all this stuff, but like it's just too late at this point. Like we don't care. You can play out whatever you want. Technically, we could, if we felt the need to clear board here, we could clear board. Right there, he made a oopsie. He didn't even swing with leader. I think he's frustrated. This is a ranked match, and he didn't swing with leader. 7, we just bounce that back. I think he knows it's over at this point. We're swing 7, we can just bounce that, restand that, and then we were going to get to swing 7 and bounce something else back. Technically, we could have cleared full board. And that's that. We go next. We see the mirror here. So we did pull the buck into the good old Weevil. And we do have another Weevil in hand. He's going to play the Mihawk into Weevil. That's a good combo too. We get the Zoro. We're not going to need that. So we're going to swing 7. Yep. Oh, we'll swing it into the Weevil. He'll give us a 2K, or nope, he don't have any. That's a telltale sign that my man ain't got 2K. If he played the 2K right here, I would be shocked. Yeah, see, no 2K. And then we'll swing 7. He takes that hit, and we can play out the bucket into Weevil. Now this bounces 3 costs, so we know if he has the Dofi blocker, we can bounce it, or if he has the 2-cost blocker that I'm running, we can bounce it. We won't give him that. We'll give him either the Gecko or the Carrot. We'll give him the Gecko. Probably should have gave him the Carrot. It's okay though. Yep, he has the 3-cost Dofi, so that's getting bounced right back to his hand. We do not care about those. And he leaves 1 up. Is he going to leader ability, or is he got a Sengoku play? I'm assuming he's going to just attach 1 and swing. Yep. And we'll block. We'll give him the 2K. Yeah. And he bounced back his character. I'm surprised. That just tells you that he didn't have 2K or something. Or he was limited on what he had 2K-wise. There's a 2K and a 1K. So we know he has another 2K still, and we can bounce his blocker back. So go ahead and do that. I should have technically swung that first. I don't think he was paying attention good enough to realize that, hey, that's what that card's going to do. We'll restand that. And then we'll leave that 1 Don open because we can Sengoku play it. Because if we can Sengoku and possibly into another Weevil, then we'll have another play. Yep, and there's a Weevil. Or we can take a 2K and try to protect our board. That's what we elected to do, was take the 2K. He's so low here, we just want to be able to... so we know if he swings 7 that we can get into our 5, we can get out of it with a 2K and a 1K. And most people swing 7s, so... He only elects to swing 5. We'll give him carrot. No hesitation. He plays the blocker. You can't play that blocker without getting rid of my 5 cost. So now at this point, this game's over. There's no way he can survive this. Because we're going to swing 7, bounce the blocker back to hand. Yep. And then we're going to swing 7. Yep. Yeah, we had our leader swing still, and we were going to be able to restand. And now we go into Luchi. We don't see the buck in here, but we do see a Jinbei, and we have the Weevil. He swings 8. We hit the Sengoku. We hit another Weevil. We have all these Weevils. We need to see some bucking. We'll Jinbei into the Weevil. Get a 2K. Well, not a 2K. A 2 cost 1K blocker. He'll swing 5. We can probably give him a... We'll just give him the Sengoku, I guess, yeah. Because that can't find bucket anyways, and we don't want to bottom deck him if we do have him. And he played down the Sabo, so we're on our 6-down turn, we'll probably swing 5 here. Because this is the other play you can do. Yeah, you can swing 5 here. He's probably going to block. That's fine. We're going to swing 7. And then we'll go 6 on leader and bounce Jinbei back to hand, and then be able to use Jinbei again in order to play something else out. So we bounced him back to restand him, get to swing 7. Yep. And then we can Jinbei into another Weevil. And we'll Jinbei into probably the top 3 Weevil. Yeah. That way we can look at top 3 and bottom deck them if we don't see bucking or whatever we want to see. We'll counter out of that one. We got a lot of 2K. We got a lot of counter power right now. He KOs that. That's fine. We draw into the carrot. At first I believe we were thinking like, oh yeah, carrot. We can get that jack, and then we're like, oh yeah, jack's like on 11 or some shit. So we can't get jack. But we can go 5 into that again and basically reiterate and repeat the same play. 7. We could have actually went more on Jinbei, but it's okay. I think we were still debating on, do we want to carrot that Sabo? And I think we settled on, nah, we don't want to carrot that Sabo. We're just going to go 7 on lead. Use, yep, pop, restand, and then we'll go Jinbei into probably Mihawk. Yep, place those bottom. We meant to place them bottom the first time, and I think we clicked it a little too fast. Jinbei, go into Mihawk. Oh, into Weevil. Into Weevil's fine too. We should have probably went into Mihawk, but it's okay. Just so we can mill. He'll swing 5. We will counter that. If he gets rid of it, though, I guess it's better that we have the Mihawk in our hand still. Yeah, he did get rid of it. So he would have got rid of Mihawk, and that would have been bad. Because then we'd have lost a 2K for nothing. Right here, we're hoping, like, does he have the Luchi in trash? We're just hoping that he can't KO both of them. Which is what Luchi does, so, like, always. So we pretty much know he's going to end up somehow KOing both of them. Yeah. He brooks that one, and he who's the other. Yep. Goodbye. So, but he's super low on cards now, and we drew into Hody. So here we're going to rest. We're going to swing 7. We're going to swing 7 into Luchi, and then we're going to go ahead and swing 9, and we end the game right there. And that's that. In 8.5, we're going to want to tech in Boa. We can probably tech in Boa over Carrot or possibly even over Pudding. That's the main thing that we're going to want to tech in. Maybe even Bounce Law, the Law Bouncer, which is another 4 cost. This guy right here, just because he's so good. This is just an amazing card. It's another card that you can use to get back your Sengokus, and it's just really good tech to have. If you guys have any other decks that you feel are slept on, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about this deck and what should be teched in for 8.5? Let me know that in the comments as well. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.